Hi, and welcome into the Ranch Sitdown. Our guest today, Hayden Baker.
We're going to play you a song called Drinking Buddy. This song drops tonight. There's an open position, needs immediate filling, benefits are too good to turn down. I'm taking applications, only qualifications being able to start right now. It's first come, first serve, and I'll buy the first round. I need a drinking buddy, someone to help me knock 'em back till the room gets fuzzy. Shots of tequila, whiskey on ice. We can shoot 'em, we can sip 'em till they turn on the lights. If you worked up a thirst and you're free till Monday, pull up a stool and let's get to drinking, buddy. Can't be a quitter, need a driven go-getter, committed to keeping up all night. So if your weekends ain't available, don't think your liver's capable of throwing down a case of Shiner Lights. Ain't no need for you to even apply, 'cause I need a drinking buddy, someone to help me knock 'em back till the room gets fuzzy. Shots of tequila, whiskey on ice. We can shoot 'em, we can sip 'em, give each other high fives. If you worked up a thirst and you're free till Monday, pull up a stool and let's get to drinking, buddy. You're here at 10 a.m., that's one hell of a credential. I'd say you got the potential to be my drinking buddy, someone to help me knock 'em back till the room gets fuzzy. Shots of tequila, whiskey on ice. We can shoot 'em, we can sip 'em till they turn on the lights. If you worked up a thirst and you're free till Monday, pull up a stool and let's get to drinking, buddy. Yeah, I need a drinking buddy.
Very nice. Mr. Hayden Baker joining us here on the Ranch Sitdown. Welcome in and welcome into the Fort Worth studio, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me. First time. Had to brave a freaking street festival to make it in
There's
here
a
today.
hippie festival going on outside everywhere. Arts and crafts all over
That's
the place.
right, but we made it.
I love doing these interviews because you get to find out so much about somebody, and everybody has a kind of an interesting story. Yours may be one of the most interesting of all time. Starting at the age of 3, you're given a guitar, and then, like a lot of people, they get their guitar signed.
Yep.
It's usually by your uncle saying, good luck, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You had something a little different happen.
I did, yeah. I got a guitar signed by Brooks and Dunn when I was 3 years old, and Ronnie wrote Hayden Practice on it, which I later found out was what Chet Atkins wrote on a guitar that he signed for Ronnie a long time ago.
How crazy.
And it took a long time for me to listen to that advice. I didn't pick up the guitar until I was 15, 16, I guess.
Really? Same guitar or a different? Did you trash
different
that
one?
one?
No, that one, it's barely staying alive. It's one of them tiny guitars. It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah?
a little parlor guitar. So that one's hanging on the wall in the bedroom.
Well, I bet it is.
So I got one from like Toys R Us, I think, to start picking on it.
It's almost like a ukulele is what it looks like.
Exactly.
So small. Have you tried to play it?
Yeah, the
lately?
action is way too high.
Oh, is it really?
I think a buddy of mine when I was in like 5th grade sat on it too.
Oh.
And so it like busted the it's a mess. It's a mess. But it's still pretty cool.
As long as we didn't mess up the signature, we're all right.
Signature is still there. It's still there.
That is crazy. So what got you into doing the guitar at the age of 15? What was it?
Trying to impress a girl.
It's usually that, but I got to ask.
That's what it was. And I that it didn't last, like, trying to impress the girl. I got obsessed quick with the guitar, man. I wanted to learn solos immediately. And
Really?
I skipped playing chords. I was like, forget that. I want to learn, how to play like Brent Mason or Brad Paisley. And it fell into my fingers pretty quick, man. I don't understand it. I really don't.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild how it happens for some guys, and some guys it's just years and years of practice.
Yeah.
And
Singing's been that for me. I was not a natural singer when I started, and I'm still not. I got to wake up every day and practice that. So,
oh, yeah?
So that's the challenge.
But you got the songwriting down.
I feel like I'm getting there. That was, with Ronnie, that was kind of what I got started in Nashville writing with. Was he saw something in that first record we put out during the pandemic like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
he
crazy
said, let's
to
get
think
you
that was 5 years ago.
No.
Isn't it?
It feels like it was yesterday. Like
right.
we're still in it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened that year? But he said, I see something in you. We need to hone your chops writing wise. Let's get you to town and show you what it's like to ride on the road and stuff. And I've been doing that consistently now for 4 years. I don't have the publishing deal anymore, but I still go up there once a month and write with some of the best guys in town, the Chris Dubois and Trent Wilmans and those folks, and I've learned a ton. So.
I feel like that could be a little overwhelming at times when you walk in that room and go, "Oh dear God,
dude!" My first trip up there, the second day, I was in Ronnie's kitchen with him and Ira Dean, was the bass player for Trick Pony.
God,
riding with them, and we wrote 2 that day. But the first one we wrote, I actually wound up cutting. It's on my last record. Called Ain't Gonna Lay This Guitar Down. Ronnie had the idea. And I'm sitting there trying not to mess up, say something stupid.
right?
It's like, what am I doing here? And we got like a formula bass line for the song. And he goes, all right, guitar picker, come up with a lick. On the spot.
On the spot.
On the spot. And
oh
man,
my gosh.
luckily I came up with what starts that song, which is a.
Yeah.
And the rest is history on that one. So
was that
nerve-wracking.
really your go-to lick?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
like I've used this on every song, but hopefully it works here.
Man, I don't know if it's the studio work that I've been, because I play all the guitar parts on all my stuff in the studio, and maybe it was that being able to come up with something on the spot, I guess, or divine intervention. I don't know.
Consider yourself a guitar nerd?
Very much so. I studied jazz in college.
Did you?
In Lufkin, Texas, believe it or not.
Yeah.
At Angelina. I was playing ball there, and they had a jazz course. And it was an elective I could fill out, so I'm very much a guitar nerd, tone nerd, gear nerd, all of it.
Second team all-conference shortstop.
Where'd
in
you find
Angelina. Hit 360.
Where did you find
Yeah,
that?
no,
Come on.
I do my research, buddy.
3 dingers, too.
How wild
3
is that?
homers.
16 stolen bases as well.
Come on.
You were
Where's the
light
stat
of
sheet?
Yeah, I know, right? Right. I got notes over here. I'm
He's got
working
the baseball reference page pulled
on.
up.
So yeah, I mean, was there ever a decision that had to be made?
There was
baseball and music.
There was. I was always. That's what kind of deterred me from trying to play music, was I was so ate up with baseball since I was 3 or 4 years old. And I was mainly a pitcher. I could hit, I could hit in college a little bit, but I was a pitcher. I was hitting 92 with some arm side run and a breakneck slider, striking people out. I had some
I feel like
some
you're
draft
getting some
stock.
looks.
Yeah, I had some draft stock coming out of high school, but nothing really bit. So I was like, let's go play JUCO for a couple years and pitch, and then see if we can get drafted after 2 years. First game, second pitch, Tommy John, freshman year of college, just completely off the bone. And so I had a year of nothing to do in Lufkin, Texas, and my arm was in a cast like this.
Well, you're right there.
Perfectly play guitar. And there's a little wine bar called, I don't even know if it's still there, called Restoration Wine Bar in downtown Lufkin. And they did open mic every Thursday. And I went out there every Thursday and learned how to sing in front of people.
Wow.
And then came back. I rehabbed the arm for a year, hoping I was going to come back throwing 96 like,
Yeah,
Justin
like
Verlander
in The Rookie.
did.
Remember that
Exactly.
movie? Yeah, it was great. Jim
Didn't
Morris.
happen. Did not happen. 88 maybe. Just couldn't get it up there. And coach, we needed a shortstop, and I was a middle infielder too. So got the starting job, hit 360, got a D1 offer to HBU.
Did you?
Went and played back home in Houston, and got about halfway through that tenure there, and we got the call to open for Willie Nelson, and we were opening for Wade Bowen, and I was cutting my first project at Stormy Cooper's, and it was like, I'm missing games to hang out with Brad Paisley, and it was just, I can't, this Hannah Montana thing doesn't work for me.
Right,
I
yeah.
gotta, because I don't like doing that to my teammates. And,
Right, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I grew up in Aggie. My dad graduated from there. My sister goes there now. A lot of friends there. It's hard to transfer in.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can transfer in, and we got in, and I was like, all right, that's the sign. I'm gonna hang them up and chase this neon rainbow. We've been at it for 6 years now.
That is a wild story, man.
Yeah.
That is. So if you weren't doing music, what do you think you would be doing?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, that's a scary proposition.
it's scary. I mean, if I wasn't being an artist, I'd probably go be a guitar player. I got offered the Brooks and Dunn job
Really?
earlier this year.
I mean, well, what would that have done?
Nothing. No. I've gotten some offers over the years to do it, but it's just like, man, I'm made up with the whole make a record,
Mhm.
Do my thing, try to. It's hard, man. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's a lot
very
of
very
work.
hard. It's a challenge. Not that being a full-time touring guitar player wouldn't be, but I told Ronnie, I was like, if I was 40 and this just didn't work, I'd probably do it. But I'm 27 and
Mhm.
I'm writing the best I've ever written, singing the best I've ever sang. We're starting to sell some tickets. So,
That's
and he
great.
goes, yeah, I don't want you to come do this. He's like, now that we've talked about it, we want somebody that's going to be with us for years, and it
Mhm.
would completely take you away from this. Don't.
Yeah.
So
Maybe way down the road somewhere.
maybe down the road, that's like
You're
the
tired of
backup
the
plan.
road, you know? Yeah.
I'll go pick for somebody.
Yeah.
But I guess it would be now at this point it would be something music related because it's everything for me.
But
It's,
you're betting on yourself is what you're doing, Hayden.
exactly,
That's exactly what you're doing.
exactly.
That's very cool. So anybody in your family ever involved in music like this?
Not like musically, no, but the how the connection that happened with Ronnie was my dad worked star security for the Houston Rodeo,
Mhm.
and his dad did as well. So growing up, I was always backstage at NRG,
Mhm.
and that's how I met Ronnie and
All those big shows. Yeah.
George and what's funny is my dad was in charge of Brad Paisley,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't care about Brad when I was a kid. Like I didn't know who he was, and
Right?
so I never met him. And then when I started playing guitar and just became obsessed with him,
Because
he was like,
play. Yeah.
hell yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, like I took care of Brad and you could have met him. And I was like, are you serious?
You're
But-
telling me this now?
I'm telling me this now, but now Brad and I are friends and we've
That's
done a
awesome.
song together. So it was fun. The one time he came to Houston, Brad did, and they were calling me to like get the backstage credentials, and I was
Mhm.
like, what you think, Dad? Now I'm getting you back here.
Right,
your old
exactly.
stomping grounds.
How cool is that?
So it's great. Brad's wonderful, man. He's a dear. He's become a dear friend.
It's nice to have people that have your back.
Mhm.
You know that
Oh yeah.
that can help you and things like that.
Oh yeah, man.
Because it's such a cutthroat industry. Sometimes it feels like.
It sure is, and to that point, like when Brad and I were talking about doing this instrumental together on my last record, there's a lot of hoops you got to jump through with labels and stuff
Oh, I
for
bet,
him,
yeah.
to get the proper. And I messed up a couple of them, I think
Mhm.
the whole record got taken down off Apple Music for a day, and I had to, figure all that out.
Right.
But as far as getting everything done and contracts signed and all that, it was a seamless process with UMG for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And I had lunch with Brad after the fact, and I was like, man, thank you for you and your manager and guy, like everybody, for making this so smooth. And he goes, yeah, I've had some experiences with bigger artists in my career where it was not so smooth. And I told everybody, don't do that to Hayden. Like, don't do that. So
Yeah.
he's a great guy. He really is.
That's awesome. So as you start to get bigger and bigger, and you find small successes along the way, what is that venue for you where you feel like I'm playing on that stage, I have made it?
I mean, I think because of how I grew up, and I know it's about as big as you can get, but it's the Houston Rodeo.
Yeah. Way to aim
obviously-
low, Hayden.
Yeah,
Good
aim low.
grief.
I mean, it's got that for me is like I grew up. We still have the same seats that we had when
Really?
I was a toddler. Going there and
Mhm.
watching Ronnie and Kix and
Mhm.
George and Kenny and Alan. Then I'm sitting in them now watching Zach tear it up, and I'm like, I just saw Zach play 2 years ago for 200 people, so it's possible.
Yeah.
And he's picking and grinning just like I'm trying to do, and watching guys like Brad and Cody. I've watched them from those seats my entire life. And
That's
so it's like
wild.
I'm manifesting that's gonna happen.
So that's definitely the place you
It's
want to
gonna
play.
happen. The rodeo's the big one for me. Obviously, Billy Bob's as
Mhm.
well, and I think we're gonna be headlining Green Hall this year for the first time.
Great.
So that's
Congratulations.
also a huge one.
It's an iconic place. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite places that we've done is Do-Si-Do in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
That room is incredible. We played there for the first time in December and Had about 250 people in there
For your first time. That's
first
amazing,
time.
yeah.
So we're there again in July.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it's there's so many places around the state that we're so excited to play.
Is there that one person out there that you haven't got to, but you'd love to write a song with?
Brad, actually, we haven't written together.
Oh, you haven't written?
We haven't written. I don't even know if there has never been. We have never had guitars in both of our hands and jammed together either. We've had
Really?
lunch 10 times. He's driven me around Nashville and shown me his record that's not out yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've played in front of him. He's obviously played in front of me on stage, but we've never jammed or written or anything. So
Interesting.
So I mean, Brad would be one, I guess. Trying to think of writers. Lee Miller would be one I would love to write with. Lee Thomas Miller in Nashville. Some more will come to me, I'm sure.
Right.
But
You'll think of them later.
I'll think. They'll
Send me
come
this
to
long
me.
email
Dean
later.
Dillon, obviously, that'd be incredible.
that would be
That'd
pretty
be
cool.
Incredible. But yeah, I've been fortunate to write with some big dogs in town. I got one coming up in 2 weeks. Wyatt McCubbin.
Oh yeah.
Never written with Wyatt, and we're fans of each other, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, that'll be cool. You're just gonna fangirl the whole time.
Exactly.
You know you are. Yeah.
Exactly.
What's your favorite food to eat out on the road, Hayden Baker?
Ooh. Whataburger breakfast burger after midnight.
Oh yeah.
Never misses.
Oh, that's so good.
Never misses.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah,
That's
me
great.
too.
Yeah, we gotta wait till 11. This
I
doesn't
know.
work for me.
I know it.
I know. If you could do one thing in this world, please make breakfast 24 hours at Whataburger.
Thank you.
I hate this 11-11 thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a little rough.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, how about one more song, Hayden Baker?
Let's do it. Yeah,
what are we going to hear here, buddy?
We got a new record coming out in, it looks like October. It's going to be called Alive and Well.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be track 1 on the record. It's going to be the first single from the record, dropping May 16th. It's called Home Into a House, and it's a honky-tonk tune.
All right, let's hear it.
Pretty pictures on the wall, scented candles down the hall, a crocheted blanket on an easy chair, welcome wreath on the door, straight out of her Pinterest board. Lord, it's like her fingerprints were everywhere. Yeah, it's amazing what a woman's touch can do. Oh, it can fill your world with color or just leave you feeling blue. I never knew how much I needed her around until she went and turned this home into a house. Now it's cobwebs on empty nails, and them dishes sure do smell. It took a week to get that washer figured out. I'm eating Hormel from a can, watching old reruns of Friends. Did I mention I'm missing her loving arms right now? It's amazing what a woman's touch can do. Oh, it can fill your world with color or just to leave you feeling blue. I never knew how much I needed her around until she went and turned this home into a house. Let's stumble through a guitar solo. It's amazing what a woman's touch can do. Oh, it can fill your world with color or just leave you feeling blue. I never knew how much I needed her around until she went and turned this home into a house. Oh, she went and turned this home into a house.
Very, very, very nice, man. Hayden Baker. A few more lessons, maybe. Yeah,
Maybe we'll
that's
get
what
there.
you need. Yeah.
Boy, you should see the Facebook comments I get.
Show off.
Those Facebook, man, they're terrible.
They are
terrible.
They are.
I mean,
they don't have much else going on. They're living in their mom's basement. I mean, come on.
I made a mean tweet video reading them. I was like, "Am I bad? Like, have you guys been lying to me this entire time?
This whole
Like,
time.
why are we doing
no,
this?"
sweetie, you're great.
Yeah, it's like, damn,
That's
they're
awesome,
ruthless.
man. So the new album, you said October?
October, I'm
Ish.
95% sure it's going to be second week of October is when it comes out.
Okay.
I do know it's called Alive and Well. I do know there's 10 songs on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I do know the first single drops May 16th.
Very
And
nice.
we'll be doing like every 5 weeks until the record.
That's very
Every
exciting,
single,
man.
so.
Well, man, it was nice to finally get to meet you.
You too, man. It's
Very
a pleasure.
nice.
Hope we get to do it again.
Appreciate you coming in. Best of luck out there. Best of luck on the new album. Can't wait to hear the whole album.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
I'll get it to you when it's ready.
Please do.
And yeah, Drinking Buddy out tonight.
Very nice. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.